And I think that a lot of it is due to our parents just allowing us to just expand and go in our directions. And Robert took the path of war, becoming a gunship pilot in Vietnam, and I took the path of peace.
I think the book, Rich Brother, Rich Sister, is about the path. I don't know if there's a regret to it. Like, if you look at the two of us, we're completely opposite. As she says, she was for peace, I was for war. And then one day I woke up and I crashed 3 times in Vietnam, and each time I was going, why am I still alive? And it kind of brought up the question, you know, what is my life for? Am I supposed to be doing something with my life? Is that why I'm still alive? And so then we make course corrections, and we came back together again in 1985 when I was making a lot of money as a manufacturer. And then one day I said, is this all there is, just to make money? And I quit. So in 1985 I quit, and I went off to start teaching people how to make money. Instead of just making money for myself, I began teaching other people. And then I ran back into Tenzin again, and now she's dressed like this. I'm going, you know, we were in our mid-30s. I go, what happened to you? And she says, what happened to me? You know, and so you would never have predicted that I would have become an author when we were in high school, and you would never have predicted that she would have become a nun in high school. So the book is about really finding your spiritual path in life, right?
Absolutely. And it's about checking and checking all along. It's not like the decision that you make at one point and you never have to go back to it. It's constantly looking and reassessing. Like for myself, you know, I was living a simple life as a monastic, practicing meditation, low stress, and I get slammed with heart disease. And going, why did I get that when I thought I was living so well? And so it's had me look at what was I doing, and a lot of it was not paying attention to the rest of my life. And having heart disease made me look at my mortality a little differently, and also the fact that I needed to take financial responsibility for things. And this is why Robert and I collaborated with the book.
She had no health insurance, and the medical bills were piling up. And as a brother, you know, I'm writing the checks, but I really believe in teaching people to fish, not giving people, you know, just giving them money. So that's when we got together. So I'll teach you how to fish, and you teach me to be a kinder, gentler person. So I got the better end of the deal.
And the other aspect of it is that we're both now becoming aged baby boomers, and so our process is really applying to so many people in the same boat as we are, where, you know, as we become aging baby boomers, we have rising health costs. It comes together, and I think we have to be realistic in looking at both our financial view of life as well as our health view, and then looking at what is the meaning of our life, because it's going to end. And we have to see how we can assess, have we been using our life well?
Because my wife and I, when I stopped my manufacturing company and went out just teaching, we didn't have any money for a long time. But I was unhappy just making money the other way. So I think happiness is a good way to gauge how well your life is doing. If your spirit is happy, there's a fulfillment to life. But if it's just about the money, or you're in a bad relationship and you're unhappy, I don't think that's healthy, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. And we're really looking at the two balance sheets in our life, because if you pay attention only to one, it's going to come knocking on your door in the other direction. You know, so we had to look both at spiritual wealth for my brother and financial wealth and responsibility on my side, and really bringing that into balance. And you know, that having that balance brings more contentment of mind and happiness.
What do you two, when you were writing the book, what did you want readers to walk away with?
The idea that we may be born to a biological family, but we go in search of our spiritual families. And her spiritual family is the Buddhist organization, His Holiness the Dalai Lama. And we'd never have guessed that as kids.
Never.
And for me, you know, it was when we were raised Christians, and it was the love of money is the root of all evil. And here I am sneaking around, you know, pretending I don't love money. So I had a lot of guilt and all that stuff. But then I found out that it's not money that's the problem. It's am I being generous or greedy with what I did? So for me, I had to find a way to be generous, is to give before I received. So it's quite a process, and that's what we wanted people to ask themselves the question, you know, are you living the life you were born to live? Are you fulfilling your life's purpose? Are you happy, you know, doing what you're doing? And if not, then I think the book is a kind of it's a rough road that we went through to get to where we are today. Like today I have more than enough money, more than I could ever spend. But I keep working because it's not about the money. The money is just a scorecard, but it's the work that fulfills me, and it's her work that fulfills her.
Yes, my work fulfills me as well, and we need to just look at, you know, keep reassessing that need, because even though I'd explored what I wanted to, I found in a way that I was still on the treadmill, you know. It was like just going through rote actions of things, even though my life was peaceful and I was plumbing the depths of meditation and practice. You know, I still needed to infuse the sense of, am I on the cutting edge of my own life as well? And so, you know, this has really challenged me in stepping out of my safe, familiar world and looking at how I can contribute to others too. So, you know, both Robert and I have become teachers for others and teachers for ourselves, for each other, that is.
Right.